As AJ mentioned, my name is Tia Stewart, and I own and operate the Narrowway Farm in Brookville, Ohio, with the help of my family. Brookville is just west of Dayton, about 20 minutes from the Indiana border. We grow fruits, vegetables, herbs, and flowers with our main focus on perennials. We have a roadside stand on the farm that we sell from, and we also sell at farmers markets that are mainly located in communities that are considered to be suffering from food apartheid. So that means that they lack access to fresh foods for various systematic reasons. Now I'll tell you a little bit about Agraria in general before I move into what I do there. Agraria is a 128-acre educational and research farm that explores and demonstrates the benefits of regenerative practices at multiple levels, from the environmental, economic, psychological, and societal to their impact on human health and well-being. Soil regeneration is the root bed of this work. Our areas of focus are education, ecosystem conservation, and local food systems. Our work encompasses practices that restore and build soil health, protect our water resources, increase biodiversity and wildlife habitat, address climate change, strengthen local food systems, spur relocalization of economies, and regenerate our communities, as well as our relationship with the land. We recognize the interconnectedness of soil health, ecological restoration, strong local food systems, and healthy societies. And this is reflected in our work on and off the farm. Soil regeneration is the root bed of our work, and we are building soil health on Agraria through regenerative practices like cover cropping, organic soil amendments, conservation tillage, and permaculture. We recognize the central role pollinators play in building strong local food systems and sustaining ecosystem health. They are responsible in part for production of 75% of the world's food crops. At least a third of our garden areas on Agraria is dedicated to pollinator plant species. And in 2020, we planted over 100 sensitive native prairie plants. Our aim is to transform Agraria into a regional hub that helps build and support a just, equitable, and accessible local food system that recognizes the right of all people to fresh, healthy, culturally appropriate food. We manage the SNAP and Produce Perks program at the local farmers market. And starting in 2020, we connected local gardeners and farmers to regional pantries to supply fresh, locally produced foods to neighbors most in need. Each year, we offer a calendar of events and programs for children, families, and adults centered around farming, regeneration, and community resiliency. The mission for the Land School at Agraria is to connect children and families to nature, themselves, and each other. We protect and steward what we love. Our programs help foster compassion, curiosity, and trust with the natural world by giving participants space and time to fall in love with the outdoors. Our vision is to support children to develop an appreciation for each other and the natural world so that they grow into dedicated leaders and environmental stewards in their communities. Our programs include exploring outdoors, animal tracking, nature and sensory awareness, storytelling, plant and animal study, mentorship, empowerment, primitive skills and crafts, and lots of fun and play. Our organization has held an annual conference nearly every year since 1940. In recent years, we have produced conferences that are primarily focused on topics related to the regeneration of soil and the food systems on all levels, locally, nationally, and globally. Prior to 2017, our conferences mainly addressed the problems of peak oil and climate change. Thousands of participants from around the world and the US have gathered to learn, share, and network at the conferences and events that we sponsor and co-sponsor. But what I'm really here to highlight today is the BIPOC Farming Network, or BFN for short, and the Regenerative Farming Fellowship, or RFF for short. I'll start with the BFN, which was born out of the Black Farming Conference that was held in 2020. People wanted a way to stay connected after the conference, so it was formed for that reason. For the last couple of years, the BFN has produced quarterly newsletters and held virtual roundtable events. The newsletters keep members abreast of events and other happenings in the BIPOC farming community and the greater farming community at large. Additionally, we highlight a BIPOC farmer and have things like book recommendations, healthy recipes, and job openings posted. The quarterly roundtable events are a great way for us all to stay connected. Typically, we talk about current issues facing the farming community. We might have a few people present special opportunities for farmers, and we also like to just share what's going on in our day-to-day lives on the farm or locally as it pertains to our food system. Last year, the BFN also worked in collaboration with Central State to offer a land access workshop. It was very well received, and we're trying to plan for this to become an annual event. Adding to all of that, over the last several months, the BFN advisory team has been working on expanding the network to include a private platform that will function as an interactive social and information hub. If you aren't a member and you'd like to be, please contact me, or you can sign up on Agraria's website under the BIPOC Farming Network tab. Finally, we have the Regenerative Farmer Fellowship, or RFF, which was formed in partnership with the Nature Conservancy and Central State University. The RFF was designed to encourage, support, and train aspiring and beginning farmers with a special emphasis on BIPOC. The fellowship is 25 weeks long and runs from late March until early October. Participants are paid $12 an hour for 20 hours per week to allow them to focus on regenerative farming activities.